Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is our new perspective for the day, and we are using the Moon and Stars Tarot. Let me just move these guys out of the way. There we go. And today we got the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So we have three different elements here, right? The Pentacles is earth element. It has to do with everything in our 3D world, in our this reality that we're living. Health, wealth, abundance, love, everything that we deal with in our 3D world, right? And the Suit of Wands speaks to fire element, which is creative passion, fast movement, strength, courage, moving forward, very forward moving and very swift. And Swords is air element, which speaks to intellect, logic, intelligence, right? It doesn't have anything to do with emotions. So I don't pull 4 cards, so we don't have the fourth element of water here, but we're just going to go with it because this is for learning purposes, right? So what is it that speaks to you? You've seen enough of these, right? You know that I explain these things. What is it that your intuition is telling you about these? Please put it in the comment section below. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. I'd love to know what your perspective is. So the Six of Pentacles speaks, it says kindness on the card, and that's accurate. All of these keywords on these cards for this deck are pretty accurate. I agree with them, obviously, because I have bonded with this deck. But it speaks to equal give and take, reciprocity, right? Generosity and, kind of paying it forward kind of thing. Depending on what the situation is and what it is that we're asking, right? We're not asking anything of these cards today because that's not what these videos are for. These videos are to help others to get more familiar with reading tarot and helping them to focus their intuition. After a while of doing 3 cards, we'll start pulling more. But until we all get on board and start feeling more comfortable with the 3-card pull, I'm not gonna push it too far. Okay, so equal give and take for the Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Sixes speak to victory after a challenge, right? Because 5s are challenges. 6s are overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles, right? You have a victory, yay, you won. But they also speak to gaining knowledge and gaining wisdom to plant seeds so that when you get into 7s, you can watch them grow. You can nurture them and grow them, right? Do you see how those are all connecting? Okay. So the Nine of Wands, I don't necessarily agree with the fear, but it could in a negative aspect. I'm sure that is appropriate. But the Nine of Cups is also very mainstream, called the Wounded Warrior. Because there's a warrior standing guard, in most deck, in the traditional Rider-Waite anyway. There's a warrior standing guard. He's all beat up, bandaged up and everything, but he's still got one more fight left in him until he reaches 10, right? Because 10 is the completion. So there's more healing and there's more healing that needs to be done. So the Three of Swords, traditionally, there in the Rider-Waite deck, there is 3 swords stabbing a heart, which is pretty graphic. But it speaks to disappointment and lack of growth and heartache and the sorrow that comes with the lack of reciprocity, right? So if that is the case in this situation, then this would speak to, even though there was some sort of disappointment and heartache, this wounded warrior that has one more fight left in him is still fighting to find that reciprocity and generosity and kindness, and is still expressing their own kindness, right? And that'll be victorious. That person will be victorious to get over this heartbreak and continue on to find someone that reciprocates their creativity and their passion and their drive, right? That's what I'm getting from this intuitively. What is it that you are getting from this intuitively? Is there anything that is really jumping out at you with these cards? Is there anything that the little voice, from your gut is telling you, that speaks to you on this particular draw today? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious to hear your perspective. So we went and got an oracle for Into the Lonely Woods. Number 36, The Truth Comes Softly. And this is a beautiful card. I'm going to read the guidebook because it's just a beautiful guidebook. And I love it. I think this is my favoriteest deck ever so far. And I have a lot of decks. Don't tell my other decks. 36, The Truth Comes Softly. In the clean space of freedom to witness the self, we can find ways to work with the truth. Truths are not the same as facts. Truths are about our stories and the story of our lives thus far. Being isolated for a time can mean we begin to understand far more deeply what our stories have become, and we begin to know how our stories need to change. The tale of our life becomes more and more clearly written by yourself, without all the suggestions and interruptions, even those that are well meant of others. Let the truth become clearer and clearer until it is in front of you. This truth is your story, and it is yours to write. How beautiful is that? I mean, I don't know if we can be friends if you don't like this deck. We can be friends. But seriously, this is a gorgeous deck. This is how much I love this deck. And it just always, it never fails me. Never fails me. So what did we get? Oh, we got 2 cards. For the Super Attractor. Never fails. It's such a beautiful deck. Okay, here we go. Spirit alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Coincidence? I don't think so. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Interesting how all of these cards just really came together in a nice little package, didn't they? Tarot never lets me down. Spirit never lets me down. And it will never let you down either. Your cards will never let you down. As long as you listen, right? It's all about listening. Well, I would love to hear, or read rather, in the comment section what your intuition is telling you about today's cards and how you are viewing them. Let me know what your perspective is. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.